we have several of our test equipment vendor partners that about a year and a half ago, we challenged them to come up with lower cost devices to do quickly and efficiently test these IoT devices for certification in our network.
These internet-connected devices, starting building them into thermostats and refrigerators and appliances of all sorts.
Sure. So the major driver towards coming up with these test equipment platforms were to keep it simple, so our OEMs were developing these products.
OEMs being the manufacturers.
Right. Can essentially run the tests themselves, or they can come here and run them easily. So I don't know if we want to demo one of these.
Sure.
Or so it pretty much some of these platforms, it's as easy as connecting a device as we've done here.
So
right?
again, all right. So
explain each box a little bit on the floor. What happens?
Okay, so there's a basic RF component. It's a femto small LTE cell, right, where you receive RF, and also it's connected to a EPC or IMS core. It's like imagine a cellular network, right? And you see cell sites, and traditionally all the cell sites were connected back to a switch, but now there's a lot more components now involved in LTE. So this is all replicated here. Actually, if you heard about network virtualization of functions, I mean, this is an inception of it right here. You can see that there's virtual machines running a lot of these IMS and core functions in this little PC, right? HSS, MNB.
Yeah, so it's a lot of jargon in the city.
Okay.
The alphabet
Yes.
3 and 4 characters.
Which unfortunately most people out there don't know what all the technology.
So let me take a step real quick on that. So think of the following: we showed you a cell site outside.
Yeah.
A phone cannot talk just to the cell site. It needs infrastructure behind it. Did you pay your bill? Are you authenticated? What are your technical capabilities? All that is done in the network core. And what Mauro explained is basically Verizon in a box. We are simulating all those network components in a box, taking the RF out of here,
Right.
and this is the device we are testing. What we are showing you, what Mauro is testing.
Got it.
Yeah, sure.
How expensive is this equipment?
So they're all targeted to be under 100K.
$100,000.
Right. So essentially, you would plug in your device with a USB cable,
Right.
and it would, and the test equipment essentially reads all the characteristics about the device, the model number, the serial number. You populate all that stuff into it pre-populates into a log into the test equipment, and then you're pretty much ready to run your test. So you select a group from a group of tests, whichever test you want to run. I could select one. I could select many. Right. I could select them all.
Right.
Let's see. I could do all of these tests. Well, it's simply just hitting start, and you should start your test.
And this is going to identify what?
So this suite of tests ensures that should your registration, once you hit the network with and your device attaches to the network, if you try to register and your registration is unsuccessful, say you did not pay your bill, say your SIM card is incorrect with your device, you don't want the device continuously trying to access the network. There is requirements that Verizon Wireless has strictly expects OEMs to adhere to.
The manufacturers, yeah.
Right, to have reasonable retry algorithms.
You
right?
want to be paid.
Well, we just don't want devices hitting our network with requests too frequently when the device is not configured correctly.
It goes both ways, if I may. It goes both ways. Oh, sorry, should I? Yeah. You want to make sure that the device performs correctly,
right?
And you want to protect damage, basically, to the network by a device which goes rogue. Come with me, Ed. You asked me for an example for an Internet of Things. What does that look like to you?
Some sort of
electric meter.
Yeah.
Basically, this is an IoT device where a utility would pick up on your device, attach it to your house, and electronically read your consumption. When you run your hot tub all night long, it would, transmit your data,
And this is
your
gonna
energy
make
consumption.
Sure that person in the hot tub is going to pay their bill.
Exactly.
And
But
it's not going to mess up the network.
so what we do here is twofold. We help the company building this module that it works correctly in our network, and that the module under no circumstance go wild and damage our network and crowding others out, perhaps.
Great.